Hello students, welcome to our class. In previous lecture we have discussed how to write a rational number in terms of decimal form. Okay, let us see an example. If we have rational number 13 by 4, then how to write this rational number in terms of decimal form? So first do actual division, means divide this 13 by 4. Okay, if we divide 13 by 4, the first quotient is 3 because 4 3s are 12. Okay, now remainder is 1. Now observe that 1 is less than 4. Okay, so 4 does not divides 1. So after that we put decimal point in the dividend and add zeros, and I have told you if you add many zeros on the right side of the decimal it doesn't matters. Okay, now see, we add 1 0. Now bring out this 0 in the remainder. So here we got 10. Now you observe that for as we put decimal point here, we have to put decimal point in quotient also. Okay, now divide this 10 by 4. We know 4 to the 8. Okay, now remainder is 2. 10 minus 8, 2. Again you observe that 2 does not divide, 2 does not divisible by 4. So we want one more 0. So add 0 and bring out this 0 in the remainder. Okay, now here we got 20. Now we know 4 5s are 20. Okay, so here we got remainder 0. So we can write this 13 by 4 in the form of decimal number as 3.25. Okay, so this is decimal form of the rational number 13 by 4. And now see here we obtain remainder is 0. So when we obtain remainder 0, then the decimal form is called terminating decimal form. Okay, so this is terminating decimal form of a rational number. Okay, because we got remainder 0. Now we have discussed all this part. I just revised it. Okay, now there are some types of rational numbers in which we can't get remainder 0. See, if we have rational number 5 by 3, okay, and we have to write this rational number 5 by 3 in terms of decimal form. Okay, so as usual we divide the number 5 by 3. Okay, first quotient is 1, 3 1s are 3, remainder is 2. So 2 does not divisible by 3. Okay, so we put decimal point in the dividend, so therefore in quotient also. Okay, now add zeros. So first add 0 and bring out in the remainder. So here we got 20. Now we know 3 6 are 18. Okay, 3 6 are 18. Again remainder is 2. So here again 2 is not divisible by 3. So we put one more 0 and bring out in the remainder. Now again you observe that 3 6 are 18. Again remainder is 2. Okay, so here 2 is not divisible by 3. So again we add 0 and put this 0 in the remainder. Again we get 3 6 are 18. So you observe that if you continue, okay, so in you get 2 infinitely, means you continue this process, then you get remainder as 2. So we don't get remainder 0. Okay, if we continue this process, and here quotient, in the quotient this 6 number 6 is repeated. Okay, so here in this case we don't have a remainder 0. Okay, so this decimal form means here 5 by 3, this 5 by 3 can be written as 1.6666. Okay, you can write many 6. Okay, because you continue this process you get remainder 2, and here in quotient this number 6 is repeated. Okay, so here when the remainder is not 0, then such a type of decimal form is called recurring decimal form. Recurring decimal form. So why it is called recurring decimal form? So see here, the after the point, okay, after the point a single digit, that is 6 6 6 6, the single digit occurs repeatedly on the right side of the decimal point. Okay, so this type of decimal form is called recurring decimal form. In previous example, the remainder is 0, so here we don't get any digit after 5. See, here we stop. Okay, so such types of decimal form are called terminating decimal form, but in this case you don't get remainder 0, and if you continue this process, then still get remainder 0, and here number 6 is repeated. Okay, so if in the decimal form, if a single digit on the right side of the decimal is repeated, then it is called recurring decimal form. So here single digit 6 is repeated, so here we can write this decimal form as 1.6 and put the dot on that number 6. Okay, instead of writing 6 many times, you can write only 6 and give a dot on its head. Okay, so 1.666 nothing but 1.6, and on the head of 6 there is dot. Okay, so you can write 1.6666 as 1.6 dot. Okay, so these types of decimal form are called recurring decimal form. So see one more example. If we have rational number 7 by 3. Okay, now see, we have to write this rational number in terms of decimal form. So what we do, we first divide this 7 by 3. First quotient is 2, 3 to the 6, remainder is 1. So 1 is smaller than 3. So okay, so we put decimal point and add zeros. Now bring out this 0 in the remainder. Again here we got 10, and we know 3 3s are 9. 10 minus 9 1. Again you observe that 1 does not divide 3, so we put 0. Here we got again 10. 3 3s are 9. Again we got remainder 1. Again we add zeros, put in the remainder. Again we get 3 3s are 9, remainder is 1. So you observe that if you continue process, you get infinitely a remainder 1, and here the number 3 will be repeated. Okay, so here this rational number 7 by 3 is write in the decimal form as 2.333 and so on. Okay, and here see, after on the right side of the decimal point, single digit 3 is repeated, so you can write this as 2.3 and put dot on the number 3. Okay, so you can, in shortly you can write this. Okay, so this decimal form are called recurring decimal form. Okay, now see some another types of example. Suppose we have a rational number 2 by 11. Okay, and we have to write this rational number in decimal form. So as usual, we first divide this 2 by 11. We know first quotient is 0 because 2 is smaller. Okay, so 11 0 11 0, remainder is 2. Okay, now 2 is not divisible by 11, so put point in the dividend and also in the quotient. Add 0, bring out this 0 in the remainder. Here we got 20. Now we know 11 ones are 11, it remains 9. Okay, now again you observe that 9 is not divisible by 11, so we put 0. Again you know 11 8s are 88. Okay, so remainder is 2. Again 2 is not divisible by 11, so put 0. Okay, here 20, so 11 ones are 11, so it remains again 9. Again 9 is not divisible by 11, so add zeros, bring out in the remainder 90. 11 8s are 88, we get 2. Again 2 is not divisible by 11, so add 0, so we get 20. So again 11 ones are 11, again remainder is 9. Again 9 is not divisible by 11, so add 0. Again 11 8s are 88, remainder is 2. So you observe that if you continue this process, then see here we don't get remainder 0. Okay, so this is not terminating decimal form. Now in observe in the question, the number 18 is repeated. Okay, 18 is repeated. So see, in this type of decimal form, a group of digits, see here 1 8, this is a group of digits, This is group of two digits, 181818. Okay, here group of digits is repeated. Group of digits is repeated. Okay, if the group of digits is repeated, now see here 2 by 11 is equal to, we got 0.181818. You, if you can continue, you get 1818 and so on. Okay, now see, you observe that here group of digits, that is 1818 is repeated. Okay, so when the group of digits is repeated, so you can write the group of digits only one times, that is 18, and put bar, okay, bar on that digits. Okay, see, in previous example we observed that, see here, there is single digit is repeated. If single digit is repeated, then that digit, and put dot on that digit. And if group of digit is repeated, see, as like this, then write that group of digit and put bar on that numbers. Okay, so here 2 by 11 is nothing but 0.18 bar. Okay, so these types of fraction, these types of decimal form are called recurring decimal form. Okay, see one more example. Write 5 by 6, rational number 5 by 6 in terms of decimal form. Okay, so first divide this 5 by 6. Okay, we know 600. Again put points, add zeros. Now see here, 6 8s are 48, remainder is 2. Again 2 is not divisible by 6, so add zeros. So again we get 6 3s are 18, remainder is 2. Again 2 is not divisible, so add zeros. Again 6 3s are 18, remainder is 2. Again 2 is not divisible, so add 0. Okay, and again 6 3s are 18, remainder is 2. So you observe that if you continue, so here this after 8 the number 3 is repeated. Okay, so you can write 5 by 6 as 0.83333 and so on. Okay, so here see 0.8 on the right side, the single digit 3 is repeated, so write 3 and put dot on 3. Okay, because 3 is repeated. Okay, such types of examples also are there. Okay, so remember that. So by all these examples we got information that some rational numbers have a decimal form, terminating decimal form. Some rational numbers have terminating decimal form, and some rational numbers have what? While some rational numbers have recurring decimal form. Recurring decimal form. Okay, and in recurring decimal form, if group of digits is repeated, then put bar, and if single digit is repeated, then put dot. Okay, now by using this discussion you can solve practice examples from practice set number 24. Okay, now our next point, this last point of this topic, is simplification. Okay, means we have given expression, some mathematical expression, and we have to simplify it. Okay, then how to simplify the mathematical expression? Suppose we have given the expression 72 divided by 6 plus 2 into 2, and we have to solve this expression, means we have to find value of this expression. Okay, so how to simplify? So expression means what? Mathematical expression means what? There are numbers and operations. So see here, how many operations are there? Division, addition, multiplication. There are 3 operations. Okay, so expression involving 2 or more operations. So how can we solve such types of expressions? Okay, so there is one rule, that is BODMAS rule. What is that? BODMAS rule. To solve such types of expression, there is BODMAS rule. So what is BODMAS rule? So B stands for brackets. Okay, O stands for off, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication. Okay. A stands for addition and S stands for subtraction. Okay, so to solve expressions by using BODMAS rule, we have to keep this order, means first solve brackets, B means first solve brackets, then D means division. So first solve division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. So before that, you must have to know there which types of brackets will be there. Okay, so see, in brackets, so first I will explain about brackets. So how many types of brackets? So first type is line bracket. Okay, this is called line bracket. Second is round bracket, this is called round bracket. Third is curly bracket, and fourth is square bracket. Okay, so four types of brackets are there. So whenever there are such types of brackets, so first solve line, then round, then curly, and then square. So keep this order. Okay, now if first solve brackets, then off. So what is off? So there is special meaning of off. So meaning of off is multiplication. You must have to know meaning of off is multiplication. Suppose see, if we have these types of expression 2 of 3. Okay, so whenever there is off between these two numbers, then off means what? Multiplication. So 2 of 3 is nothing but 2 multiplied by 3. So off means multiplication. So 2 of 3 means 2 into 3, that is 6. So therefore 2 of 3 is 6. Okay, so remember that first solve brackets. Whenever if there is off between two numbers, then multiply them. After that you have to keep this order: first solve division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Okay, you get understood by example. Okay, so see example. So see example. Here we have given simplify 2 multiply curly bracket 25 into square bracket in round bracket 113 minus 9 round bracket complete plus 4 divided by 2 in round bracket 4 divided by 2 multiply by 13 round bracket complete square bracket complete curly bracket complete. Okay, now see, we have to find value of these expressions. Then I have told you BODMAS rule. Okay, so see, first solve brackets. So see, you observe that how many brackets are there? Round, these two round brackets. So first solve round brackets. Okay, means innermost brackets. So innermost brackets are these two. So first solve these two brackets. Okay, so whenever solve, keep remaining term as it is. So here write 2 as it is. Okay, multiply 25, you multiply square bracket. Now see, to solve this round bracket, now see here in this round bracket you observe that there is subtraction. So 113 minus 9 gives you 113 minus 9 gives you 104. Okay, 104. So after solving, remove that bracket. Okay, now after that there is plus. Now in this round bracket there are how many operations? 2. Okay, in this bracket there was only one operation, minus, so you can write directly, but here there are two operations. So here see, how many operations are there? Division and multiplication, but we know we first do division and then multiplication. Okay, so see, write this round bracket as it is. First do division. So here there is division between 4 and 2. So when we divide 4 by 2, we get 2. First do division. Write remaining term as it is. Multiply by 30. Okay. Round bracket, square bracket, curly bracket. Again write this 2 as it is. Multiply curly bracket 25 multiply square bracket 104 plus. Now see, in this round bracket there is only one operation, that is multiplication. 13 2s are 26. After solving, remove that bracket. Now what remains here? Square bracket. After that curly bracket. Okay, so see, this is out bracket in at outside and this is inside, so first innermost bracket. Okay, so write remaining term as it is. 2 multiply curly bracket 25 multiply, now in this square bracket there is addition, so 104 plus 26 we get 130. Okay, now remove that square bracket and there remains curly bracket. Now again solve this curly bracket, write remaining term as it is. Now in curly bracket there is a multiplication, 25 into 130, so 25 into 130 gives you 3250. Okay, now see again, see here, we solve all brackets first, again we keep this order, first division then multiplication. Okay, and now there is only one operation, multiplication, 2 into 3250, so it gives 6500. So value of this expression is 6500. Okay, so use this rule to solve such types of simplifications. Now see, we have given one more example, 50 multiplied by 5 divided by 2 plus 24. Okay, so we have to find value of this expression. But now see here, you don't have any brackets. Okay, so after brackets there are no brackets, so now we first solve division, multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. So here there are three operations, multiplication, division and addition, but our rule says first solve division. Okay, so there is division between these two numbers. Okay, 5 divided by 2, so 5 divided by 2 here, 15 multiply by, so 5 divided by 2 means what, 5 divided by 2 means 5 by 2, and we know 5 by 2 means what, we know how to write the rational number in terms of decimal. So to write 5 by 2 in terms of, so here 5 by 2 is nothing but 2 to the 4 point, okay, 2 to the 4 point, 2 5 the 10. Okay, so here 2.5, 5 by 5 divided by 2 gives you 2.5 plus 24. Okay, now after division we do multiplications. Now there is multiplication between these two numbers, 50, 2.5. So when we multiply 50 by 2.5 we get how many, 125. So you know how to divide number by a decimal number. Okay, first multiply them, and here after one digit there is point. Okay, so put decimal point before one digit, so here 125.0 means 125, so 15 to 2.5 is 125 plus 24. Now there remains only one operation, 125 plus 24 gives you 149. So this is our answer. Okay, now see one more example, 13 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 minus 26. Okay, so again use this rule, first solve brackets. So here there is only one bracket, so solve this bracket. 13 into 4 gives you 52, write remaining term as it is. Okay, now there are two operations, division and subtraction, but we first do division, at last we do subtraction. So division, so here 52 divided by 2 gives you 52 divided by 2 gives you 2 to the 4 and 2 to 6 the 12. Okay, write remaining term as it is, minus 26, and 26 minus 26 gives you 0. So this is our answer. Okay, now take another example, 3 by 4 minus 5 by 7 multiply by 1 by 3. Okay, so here also see there are two operations, subtraction and multiplication. So see, first we do multiplication then subtraction. So there is multiplication between these two numbers, so write remaining as it is, 3 by 4 minus, now 5 by 7 multiply by 1 by 3. So we know 5 into 1 5 upon 7 into 3 21. Okay, and we know how to subtract fractions with different denominator. Okay, so what we can do, here 3 into 21 minus 5 into 4, you can do cross multiply, and here 4 into 21. You know how to solve subtraction of fraction when the denominators are not same. Okay, now here we got 21 3s are 63 minus 5 4s are 20 upon 21 4s are 84. So here we got 43 upon 84. So this is our answer. Okay, now see another examples. 140 divided by square bracket minus 11 multiplied by minus 3 minus 42 divided by 14 minus 1, round bracket completed, and square bracket completed. Okay, so there is this round bracket is not there. Okay, now we have to solve this expression. So we know whenever there are brackets, first solve innermost brackets. Okay, so here before that we know these are the integers, negative integers. Okay, now again we keep this order, first solve division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. So here for write remaining term as it is, 140 divided by, first solve brackets. Okay, so first solve division. So here there is division between these two numbers. Okay, you observe that. So when we divide minus 42 by 14, what we will get? When we divide minus 42 by 14, we get minus 3. 14 3s are 12, 42, and put minus sign. Okay, so here minus 11 multiply by minus 3 minus 4, minus 42 divided by 14 gives you minus 3. As this is negative number, so write in bracket. Now what remains? Minus 1, and square bracket completed. Now again first what is our first step? First solve brackets. So here we are solving brackets. Okay, so here in brackets, so now what remains? There is multiplication, subtraction. So we know we first solve multiplication. Now there is multiplication between these two numbers. So 11 into 3 is 33, minus into minus, we know minus minus plus. So what remains? Minus 3 minus 1. Okay, now here 33 minus minus gives you plus 3, and here minus 1. 140 divided by, in bracket we know we first solve addition and then subtraction. So here we first do addition. 33 plus 3 gives you 36 minus 1. Okay, now 36 minus 1 gives you 35. So we solve this bracket, so remove that bracket. Now here remains 140 divided by 35. So when we divide 140 by 35, what we will get? 35 fours are, see here, 35 fours are 140. Okay, so here our answer is 4. Okay, so whenever there are brackets, first solve brackets, but keep this order, means first solve division, multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. Okay, so as like this you can solve expressions by using BODMAS rule. Okay, so try to solve examples from practice set number 25. Okay, thank you.